Hey, hi, how you doing? This is the Gamertron, and welcome to the Gamertron Show. Now, I watch a lot of video game reviews from IGN, GameSpot, Angry Joe, and new reviewers that I find just searching for reviews on a game on YouTube. And I notice a trend. With video game reviews. A lot of people consider features that are absent in a video game, features that they wanted personally in a video game, to be a negative, a fault of the game itself. To give you an example of some more recent games, of course, Titanfall. A big complaint about Titanfall is that there is no single-player campaign. And the very opposite complaint has started to arise in the new game, Wolfenstein: The New Order, where people are complaining that it lacks multiplayer. This is where I got to object. A game lacking features or lacking an aspect that you personally wanted into the game does not make it a flaw. It does not hurt the game, it does not lessen the quality of the game. These complaints with these games are not actual flaws. They are not actual flaws. They are personal wants. And personal wants, in a great many reviews, are confused for flaws within the game itself. I'm sorry, but when you start demanding something from a game, a feature or aspect that isn't there, it's not a flaw in the game. It's you wanting to make the game into something it's not. Bugs, glitches, connectivity issues, those are flaws within a video game. Those are legitimate flaws. But a video game lacking a multiplayer mode, or a single-player mode, or a co-op mode, or some game mode that you wanted in the game is not a flaw with the game itself. And it's just wrong to denounce the quality of a game just because it's lacking something that you personally wanted. There's nothing wrong with personal opinion, personal taste. I'm all for that. I'm all about that. But when judging whether a game is good or not, whether it is a quality product, we have to take it for what it is and what we have. Not what we want. Not what we want to transform it into. Some people want game modes in Titanfall where there are no Titans. The game is about pilots and Titans, players and Titans. You can't just take away the Titans. In DMC, Devil May Cry, they want the new Dante to act like the old Dante. They want him to look and act like the original Dante. But then you're transforming this Dante, this character, this new series into something that's not. You're trying to make it more like the original. And it's trying to be something new. It's trying to do its own thing. A lot of people, especially Angry Joe, want the Mass Effect series to have a co-op campaign, where you and your friends can play through the story mode. But that's not what Mass Effect is about. That's not its design. That's not the vision of its creators. And it not having a co-op campaign. Dante not acting like the old Dante. Titanfall always having Titans are not negatives. They are not flaws. It's personal taste, personal opinion, personal wants. And while personal influence will always be part of critiquing something, liking something, judging something, we have to keep an open mind. We can't restrict ourselves to our way of thinking. We have to take into account other opinions, other perspectives. We can't blindly say, oh, this game has something I don't like, or, oh, this game doesn't have something that I like, and then call the game bad, or say that this is a flaw with it, when it's not. I mean, take this into example. Think of your favorite video game. What is your favorite video game? Don't tell me there is something in your favorite video game that you want in it, something extra. Or don't tell me there isn't something that you dislike or don't agree with and you want taken out. Every game has it, but you're not gonna call your favorite game a bad game just because it doesn't have something that you want or it has something that you don't like. For instance, in my favorite game of all time, I'm disappointed that Divinity Dragon Commander, my favorite game of all time, I'm disappointed it doesn't have boss battles where you battle against other dragons or giant mechs, or have a final boss battle with the demon Corvus. And I don't like how the game has very obscure achievements. But I'm not going to diss my favorite game of all time, or say that my favorite game of all time, Divinity Dragon Commander, is a bad game, because it doesn't have boss battles and it has obscure achievements. It's simply personal opinion, personal taste. Some people may like that it doesn't have any boss battles, and that it has obscure achievements. It's all personal taste, but I have to take that into account. Some things aren't for everybody. Everybody's gonna have their own personal tastes and wants. And that is something that just can't be ignored. We gotta take the blinders off. We gotta open our eyes and realize just because a game doesn't have multiplayer, doesn't have single player, doesn't have co-op, doesn't have this and this feature, or just because a game does have those features, doesn't make it a bad game. Because Titanfall doesn't have a single player doesn't mean it's a bad game and it's not worth your money. Just because Wolfenstein: The New Order doesn't have a multiplayer and only a single player doesn't make it a bad game and doesn't make it not worth your money. Both games are great the way they are, the way they were designed, and they are absolutely worth $60. Granted, to play devil's advocate here, a game must have content, and it must have a certain amount of features and modes. It must be able to justify its price tag. That is an absolute truth, no denying. A game has to live up to its price tag. The game better have a good amount of replayability, features, and content. That is undeniable. But we can't always just ignore. We can't just ignore, forget about the content that is already in a game, and then demand for something different, something more. For the game, the final product, to be changed to our liking. It's unreasonable. It's silly. It's ridiculous. A game is not like a pizza or an ice cream cone. With those, you can send it back and ask for a different topping. Do you want sprinkles on that ice cream? Or do you want extra pepperoni on that pizza? Games are not food. You can't just change your order and add for extra, or ask something be taken away, something be changed, added, replaced. You can't just do that with a game. Just because you are the customer doesn't mean you are all of a sudden a game developer. You can't say you know what's best for the game. You can't say this would have definitely made the game better. That's being closed-minded. That's being egotistical. And you can't do that. You want a game to cater to you. You want it to have the features and content and modes that you want. You want it to have everything you want. You want it to be designed specifically for you. Then become a game developer. Start taking classes and courses in college. Start looking into becoming a video game designer and developer as a job. If you want a game tailored to you that badly, go out, do the hard work, and make it yourself. Don't shit on other people's hard work just because it isn't tailored to you. Video games are a work of art. They are hard work. They are a creation, someone's vision brought to life. Don't think that just because you are you all of a sudden have the ability and authority to know what's best for a game and try and change it into something else. This has been the Gamertron Show. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to comment if you want to leave me your thoughts on the video, like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you want to check out more of my content and support me. I have a Q&A video if you want to ask me questions and have your questions and YouTube name appear in my upcoming Q&A vids. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Later.